Try mentioning the Oris Aquis watch to timepiece lovers, and you'll tend to get positive facial reactions. The Aquis family isn't the only group of divers-style watches produced by the Swiss brand, but it is the largest. There are over 40 Aquis versions on the Oris website, depending on the various case sizes, colors, and movements used. Welcome to Luxury Sensei. Today we are going to discuss why Oris Aquis watches outstand other timepieces. Make sure to watch till the end. We will tell you exactly why you should own Oris Aquis, and we'll name 5 exact reasons for it. And by the way, like and subscribe gives us a huge motivational boost to continue covering these exciting topics for you. So why is the Oris Aquis collection so robust? The simple answer is that the Aquis dive watch formula works rather well. Oris has been called upon to create a flavor for as many various wearers and markets as possible. Recognizing the Aquis watches as part of the larger pantheon of fine Swiss timepieces is essential for understanding where the Oris Aquis fits in competitively. Given the steep fight in dive watches today, it can be challenging to explain to any unique buyer why one or another timepiece is best for them. Which draws attention to the Aquis, even before its value pricing, is the design. What Aquis offers is a truly handsome and distinctive look. Good and identifiable looks are the cornerstone of why the timepiece community continues to rally behind the Aquis. The most recognizable elements of most Aquis watches are the case, bracelet, dial, and hands. These elements are clearly identifiable. This is important because when it comes to value, pricing for a well-made diver's watch, one of the most common trade-offs is distinctive looks. In other words, most budget dive watches more or less look like other timepieces on the market. With Oris, you don't have that problem. Oris makes Aquis really useful as actual divers' watches. In terms of comfort and technical specs, mostly all Aquis watches perform quite well underwater. The case is water-resistant to 300 meters. Over the dial are a decently AR-coated and domed sapphire crystal. The unidirectional pivoting diver's-style bezel has a polished black ceramic insertion with white-colored and engraved minute markers. Like most charming steel sports watches, both the case and bracelet are contrast polished with some brushed surfaces and some mirror polished surfaces. On the bracelet, you find polished outer links and a brushed center link. Given that the bracelet is so thick, it narrows down appreciably for wearing comfort. I do like the bracelet end lug style. Of course, there is a related experience with the handy rubber straps for the Oris Aquis. Having said that, but nature has an exclusive design. You can only use Oris or other specifically shaped straps and bracelets if you're not a fan of using the strap or bracelet that Oris presents. We have distinct expectations from a steel bracelet for a diver's watch. Aquis collection tends to have more valuable and high-quality bracelets than some other Oris timepieces. The steel bracelet links supply screw bars, and the bracelet also has a diver's addition in the deployant. There is no fancy on-the-fly micro-adjustment method, but using a tool, you can size the bracelet with accuracy using the 3 holes in the deployant. The bracelet has a half-link more precision sizing. Rather than the typical locking deployant you see on most divers' watches, Oris uses a fold-over push-button deployant. This is practically not as desirable as a locking clasp for severe diving duty. Still, Oris is correct that most Aquis date watches are worn as a desk diver. Thus, the push-button deployant is more than fine and sometimes even preferred. With Aquis, we see a very purist execution of the core aesthetic, which defines the line. First, you have the uniquely bold and tapering hands, and also unique applied hour markers. The dial has many polished elements, but the high contrast between the hands, markers, and face makes for excellent legibility. The shinier features give the watch a more high-end look, allowing the Oris Aquis date to have a luxury look and remain a serious tool watch. Some say the best part of the dial is the symmetry. The date, placed symmetrically above 6 o'clock versus at the more common 3 o'clock position, does not entirely cut out the hour marker placed adjacent to it. Also, note how the date blends in nicely using a black versus white colored disc. Oris also has to be uncommon here by writing the semi-vague pressure-resistant term on the dial. You view the movement through the mineral glass window sapphire for the watch's front on the case's rear. Viewing the movement is less common on dive watches, so this is a nice feature to have. The movement isn't really decorated, but it does have the iconic red-colored Oris automatic rotor. If that's not enough for you, here are 5 particular reasons why you should own Oris Aquis. Number 5. Mechanical minds. Oris is one of a tiny handful of Swiss watch companies that makes only mechanical watches. A mechanic watch is an intricate timepiece and quite honestly a thing of beauty. They are designed according to watchmaking traditions that have been around for generations. Passed down from generation to generation, they will continue long into the future. Feel exceptional to support watch brands as unique and special as they feel that their timepiece is truly individual. Number 4. Since 1904. It's no secret that Oris is proud of its rich, in-depth history and heritage. The brand has been here for over 100 years. While developing new movements and watch designs, Oris never forget their origins, and this shows in all of their watches. An Oris timepiece isn't created to buy one every few years. It has been designed to last and provide a lifetime of enjoyment. They are made to be passed down from generation to generation, to be treasured and looked after. Number 3. Innovative and genuine. Oris has a high-mech approach to watchmaking. They use the red rotor. This branded trademark is a symbol of the high-mech idea. Whenever you observe the red rotor, you can be sure that the watch you are viewing is a natural, sensibly priced Oris watch that's innovative, functional, and designed to bring many years of pleasure. Number 2. A spirit of independence. Oris is an independent brand, which means its values are in safe hands. It also means that they are incredibly efficient and free to innovate and explore useful functions and features that customers desire and need. Brands that aren't independent are always caught up in talks and discussions about partnerships so that all parties are happy before creating a watch. This can lead to lengthy design stages and fewer models being produced. Number 1. The importance of being Swiss. The Swiss-made brand is preserved by law and serves as a guarantee of quality. All Oris timepieces are Swiss-made and quality controlled to the greatest standards throughout the manufacturing process. So, did we convince you that you must own Oris Aquis? Or you have some other timepiece on your mind? Leave your opinion in the comments below. If you haven't already hit the like button, do it now. Likes help grow the channel. And don't forget to subscribe. Now hit the notification bell to receive more video content. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you in our next video.